I'll come in, and Robert will come in.
Exactly.
I gotta remember that I'm close to the mic, so I'll be loud.
You might actually need to shift out just a slight bit.
Out?
Just to get Robert in a little bit more. There you go.
We're good. I just talk.
Or switch chairs.
All right, so
move that over here.
I think
need
I'll be getting
circular
these.
couch
We do.
so that we're all at the same.
We need a roundish
height.
bed that vibrates and spins. And it's your turn to talk.
I'm
when you
suddenly
spin
thinking
around.
Tenacious D.
Exactly.
Lay upon a roundish
That's why I said
bed.
roundish bed.
It's KJ with the.
All right, so these might be yours.
Yeah.
All right, we are live.
These
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
yours. I got these from
Everybody
me.
should
There's a
be.
short.
Let's make
Yep, I
sure.
just
short.
got the noti.
We might
The
share.
notification.
Yes, I'm-
Hello.
Hello.
You got space, so if
Hello.
I find some
We can always
headphones.
skip the audio.
All right,
too.
so
Need the
yeah,
audio.
okay. We're going to.
You sure?
Oh, I meant to pull that up so I can share the
Are we
link.
listening to music?
Positive.
We
don't
are
you do
live,
that.
folks.
Don't you do that to me right now.
Live on Cecil's birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Coming at you from the
Hello.
We are celebrating 3 birthdays today. Alright, we're gonna have to watch our comments on our phones because we're not gonna be able to read.
Watch
them.
your comments, bro.
Watch your comments.
Watch your fucking
Come on,
comments, dude.
Why?
Wait,
How
can
do
I say
take my
fuck?
comments out and turn them
Can I
around?
say fuck?
Can I say the fuck word?
Did he say making fuck?
Did he say fuck?
I can kind of see stuff.
Alright, so. Okay. We're gonna need the audience's help on this, but let me just copy this link and share this shit out on the tweets. Kabam and kaboom. It is out on the tweets.
X.
Okay, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna open this so we can see us and make sure the stream is good. And I'm gonna scooch my booch.
Whoa,
I'm gonna
whoa.
run over Fuego's freaking foot.
You needed a little.
Now I'm really.
All right,
close.
so I know the microphone has to be in front of everyone. Producer Dave, Robert the Wolfman, and Davey Deathray are all gonna have to yell.
Oh, I got a big booming voice. Don't you worry about that.
You know it.
All right, guys. So let's see. We have Stewie in the chat. Wow, I don't recognize a couple of these. Paula, what's going on? Love Paula. Paula, who Davey ignored on her stream for stream for so long. No, I'm just kidding.
I missed the comment.
I know. I'm
I
just
genuinely missed
I'm just kidding.
How
I mean-
dare you? I specifically told you that one hurt my feelings so much more. I asked you not to bring it up, but it's your birthday, so there you go. That's
I'm
your
friends
present.
with Paula now, so like I've got Paula's back. Okay.
It's alliance shit. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Hey, we're a divided nation.
yeah. Even here.
Ain't that the fact?
Teal Kit in the chat. Davey James in the chat. Another Davey. We have 2 Davies in the room and 1 Davey in the chat.
Enough.
What are we? Yeah, there's enough. It's enough. It's enough with the Davies.
Overstuff that turkey.
So yeah, guys, let's do this proper. Oh, I don't even have my fucking horror show shirt on. Oh well. All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the horror show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm in Fuego here.
Producer Dave.
Rob Wolfman.
I'm Andrew Mercer.
And I'm Davey Deathray.
And we are here to do a number of things. We are going
Yeah,
to
we
be
are.
celebrating a bunch of birthdays, a bunch of horror show birthdays. Mahalo was meant to be here as well.
He is coming.
Is he coming? Did he say he was on his
he's
way?
on his way.
Okay,
He's
cool.
coming.
Cool. So he's coming.
So we
He's
will
coming.
have the September trifecta.
Indeed. So yeah, we're gonna be celebrating. My birthday is today. I am years old, and Fuego celebrated his birthday last week,
Jesus,
right?
I just
The
walked
20th,
across the
yeah.
camera.
And
Stephen King
Mahalo
on the 21st.
Oh,
Mahalo is
is when?
the 15th.
The 15th. Okay, so Mahalo even before Stevie King is the 21st as well.
21st, yeah.
I
That was
think
the day
that's-
that.
I think that's Nick Castle too.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
A lot of
Nick
us
Castle,
Septembers, man. All the
the-
Virgos rip real.
I gave you one, Cecil. I gave you one. Don't be greedy.
Nick Castle, the senior shape.
Shape 78 just turned 78.
Oh my.
Yep. Guys, you get that Halloween game because if you've ever wanted to be chastened by an almost octogenarian, you get your chance because
The one
he
coming out
is
next year?
playing Michael Myers once again.
They brought
so
in a
he's
young
gonna
guy.
be.
They brought in a young guy
You're
to
gonna be.
help.
Michael Myers will be like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, as long as he can
really
stand
not
behind the bush,
Yeah.
you know, we'll be all right.
He's got the walker with the knife, and he's holding the knife and the walker.
Hold his back.
No, he's just got a duct tape in the front like a bayonet in the walker.
So I just realized two things. Yes, my horror show shirt is over there, and my drink is also downstairs.
Oh no. Well, I'd ask Miranda when she comes up to bring the booze.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I am
bring
looking for.
Mahalo.
Somebody
Bring
in
Mahalo.
chat, help us.
I almost wore
who?
my horror show shirt. Just so
We're
I could
talking
be
about
Cecil
Morgan
for the
downstairs?
Yeah, I asked her to bring up stuff when
I thought she was going to be joining us.
I thought so too.
Well, she is when she was
She's
finishing
got
the
them
boys.
rowdy
Oh.
kids to
Yeah,
deal
she's
with,
feeding the
you know,
boys.
them rowdy
Oh.
kids.
Yeah, there's a chair
Yeah.
with the cross, like it's like perfectly aligned for a head.
Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing about this stream. Yes,
Geese.
we're going to be celebrating our birthdays, but the bigger thing that we're going to be doing is something that I'm very excited about. In case you can't see the thing on the left side or the right side of the screen over there, we have done this twice in the past where Midnight Syndicate has released a new album and we have reacted to it here on this channel. And when we react to it, we have some fun. So if you're not aware, Midnight Syndicate is a horror themed band that has been making music since 1999. Their first album hit Spencer's in 1999, and it then, of course, progressed to every horror store out there. So if you went into a Halloween-themed store from
Hot
1999
Topic.
on, a Hot Topic, a
Torrid.
Spencer's, yeah,
OG Hot Topic.
you will have seen the Midnight Syndicate CDs sitting there on the counter when you check out.
I remember distinctly Hot Topic in
Yep.
the early aughts with
Yeah.
them being there.
You would recognize some of their.
Remember
Oh,
when-
absolutely.
Do you remember when
Yeah.
we could listen to an entire album?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Free?
Yeah.
It was great. We could listen to an entire album before you
That was
bought
back
it.
when you could do it at Zia, you could
Yeah,
do it at
Barnes and
Tower
Noble.
Records,
Dude, the
Barnes.
Virgin,
Oh, yeah,
the one
dude.
Virgin store.
Oh
we
yeah,
have here?
that was
FYE.
so good.
Yeah, if
You,
I miss
you
those
young
days,
whippersnappers
man.
don't even know how good we had
You
it.
whippersnappers.
Yeah, I know.
Like now I don't
Our
even
audience
get
is between like 30 and 45.
So they remember.
King Matthew III in the chat, Erica in the chat, Amanda Mendoza in the chat, loving it, loving. We got a lot of Davey come-overs, loving it.
Oh.
Davey's cultivating his audience and
Come-over?
Davy's
bringing them with
coming
him.
over.
Yeah.
This
gotta
is a
come
come
over.
over. It is a come over.
So yes,
Something about Davey.
Come over your face.
so just so you guys know, Midnight Syndicate has today released their newest album. It is Darkened Corners. It is over there on the side. It is a 8-song compilation of lost tracks. So this is not a singularly themed album the way that they have been in the past. Guys, they actually did the official Dungeons and
I
Dragons
was just
soundtrack.
about to say that, yeah.
They were commissioned by D&D to do an official soundtrack for the game, and they did an amazing job. It's so fucking good. So you've definitely heard their music. So what we're going to do is what we've done in these past 2 episodes, where we're going to listen to each track, and as we listen, we are going to build the horror movies as we listen. We're going to say what horror movies it's making us, like, what is it making us envision? Is it a scene? What kind of movie is the scene from? What's going on? And we want you guys, the audience, to take part in this. We want you to tell us what it's making you think of as well. We're going to be playing the music so that you can hear it as well. Now, we screwed it up last time where the music was way too loud, so you guys could only hear the music. You couldn't hear us talking about it. Made it a pretty tough share later on. So we're going to try and correct that this time. When we start to play the music, I want to make sure you guys can hear us as well as the music. So I'm going to need your help there, because we don't want to go an entire stream and have it be completely bogus at the end of it. So don't be polite. Be honest and tell us, okay, you need to lower the music and raise your voices if we're going to hear you, kind of thing. So
You tell us what's what.
now, the very, very special thing about this episode today is that for the first time, we have been using Midnight Syndicate music for a decade on this channel. And we've been able to do so because I have been in contact with Ed. Ed and Gavin are the 2 men behind Midnight Syndicate. They are the musicians, and I've been in contact with Ed, and he's let us use their music for many, many years. And they've been doing their thing. They usually are the musical act during the Halloween season at Cedar Point, which is a big theme park in Ohio. So that's where they're based out of most years. I'm not sure if they're doing it again this year. I wouldn't be surprised if so. But the nice thing is they're taking a little bit of their time, and tonight they're going to join us at 7 p.m. So 40 minutes from now, they're going to actually join us and tell us about each of these tracks and what they were originally made for, and they're going to listen to, you know, what we thought about them and all of that. So for the first time, they're going to be on the channel talking with us, and it's going to be a good time. So yeah, I think we should get this going. Now, we're going to start with the first track, and we're going to have to play it through our main speakers, or at least we're going to try and play it through our main speakers first so that we can hear it, all of us, without needing to share earbuds and stuff like that. If you guys cannot hear us and the music, let us know, and then we will we'll make sure and make adjustments. So before we get into the Midnight Syndicate, let me go ahead and pull up a track from Dylan's New Nightmare, and that way we know we won't get hit for copyright. Yeah.
Tossed on.
Let's see. I think I would go here.
Tossing it on is going to
You're
Or,
gonna feel something.
Dangling right here.
all right, so we'll play a song that Fuego made for us, and
Oh, Mahalo.
well, actually, let's do. I'm sorry, we're not. We're gonna
Psych.
do.
No.
We're gonna do one of the score, so that way it'll be more in line without the words that we're containing.
That's fine. That's fine. Buddy. That's
Fair,
fine.
fair.
That's fine.
That's fine. Be that way. All right, cool.
Can I finish?
Sorry, Fuego. It was
Okay,
your
but-
birthday last week.
Yeah.
So I can't play that song anymore.
Cut it out.
All right, so here we go. I am playing it, and let's make sure that you guys. Okay, this is not the best one that I
Talk
chose.
ain't cheap.
Oh, and I just closed the whole window. Okay.
Oh
No. They can still hear us and everything. I just closed the window to monitor everything.
pebbles.
I closed the window to monitor everything.
Okay, so but the talking and
The
everything.
talking and everything is still going. Don't worry.
And then Cecil, when you jump back into YouTube,
Talking in circles.
you want to click the all chat thing because you only have the top chat going.
Oh,
That way we don't miss people's chats.
That too.
okay. Well, I need to do what now? Hang on.
What now?
Pay attention to chat.
So on the right side, you
Yeah,
can click
here?
it to do all chat instead of top
Oh.
chat, I think.
No,
right?
No, click the buttons.
The
On the
top-
left.
Yeah.
On the left. Oh, no, on the left. No.
Top chat.
Top chat.
Ah.
Come on, Kyle.
Just live chat?
Come on, Kyle.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I
think
had
it's
no
the
idea. All right. So,
Knowing is half the battle.
all right. Can you guys hear the music? Is it too low?
Wait, is it coming through the speakers?
It is for us, but it should.
Okay.
They should be able to hear it as well. All right. Hang on. Can you guys hear this music or no? Not right now.
Let the
You
music
know what?
play.
I need to just go to the soundtrack.
It's low.
It's
Yeah.
low. Okay.
Okay.
So
Too low, can't hear.
just
Too
turn it
low,
up
can't
through
hear.
the
Okay.
through.
It's already a low track though too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a low track. All right. Let me. Let's just
Something
do.
more
Do
boisterous.
Do
bombastic.
Running from the Stream Warrior.
Hell's bells.
All right. Can you guys hear Running from the Stream Warrior right now? We just started playing Running from the Stream Warrior, and not only that, but can you hear us talking over Running from the Stream Warrior?
Is it a
True,
nice
true.
blend? Is it a good blend?
If
or-
you still can't hear it, then I have an idea why.
that's
Okay,
okay.
can you hear it better now?
Yeah,
I can hear it better now.
Amanda
Okay.
says-
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
I
okay.
can hear it better now.
I think we'll be alright.
Okay. Can you hear us too?
Yeah, yeah.
Can
And
you
that's
hear
the
us
key
too?
thing.
Give me like a 60-40, 55-45. Where are we at? Where are we at?
Test, test,
Blue
test,
42.
test.
Pair 101. 3 for on 2.
And presenting Ms. Bird.
All right, sounds like we're good.
Yeah. We all right?
Yes on both. Says Shilly.
We're good. Okay. Yes on both. Okay. Cool. Right on. All right. Sweet. Good. Test out of the way. Love
There
it.
you are.
All right. So.
Need those.
Thank
To
you,
that,
guinea
nope, you don't need
pigs.
those. Nope, you're good on that. All right, so to that end, let's get this party started.
So how many
So,
tracks we got total?
We have 8 tracks.
She says, Amanda says we overpower the music.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
We can tell-
Well,
we can
yeah,
tell-
Well, we were
we
yelling.
can bring ourselves
We
down.
were
a little bit,
yelling.
Yeah. All right. So now I don't know how loud these tracks are, but you know we'll see
Yeah,
what we
because
need
I
to
mean
do.
some of their stuff is more like lower, like ruminating, kind of just creepy, atmospheric sort of stuff. But yeah.
All right, so track number 1, here we go. It is 2 minutes and 18 seconds, and I'll probably just repeat it as we talk about it and stuff, but let's go. In 3, 2, 1. So tell us, what does this make you think of?
Oh, I'm gonna go fuck a predator up in the jungle. That's what that gave me.
I'm definitely getting a rally cry for like a battle of some
Oh, dude.
kind.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
No,
feeling
this
like-
is like an alien battle and shit.
I'm almost getting like seafaring, like we're about to like hop
Yeah.
on our ship and
Yeah.
like sail
Yeah.
away into
I'm
some
getting
sort
pirates.
of crazed adventure.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. I like the
Now you're-
organ.
Yeah, but see, now you're throwing the organ in there.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
Definitely getting the swashbuckling pendulum swing of a
Okay,
good old
yeah.
sea shanty.
Okay.
Yeah, where's Davy Jones gonna show up?
It just
Well-
has that.
Yeah, but with the chorus kicking in, I'm getting a little bit of a different vibe now.
It's spookier now.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like this is
Like more of a gothic build, like
Sure.
like the crowd is starting to gather to go to the Frankenstein windmill kind of thing.
The organ was nice, a nice little Constantine
like a
sprinkle.
catacomb lined with like candles and everything as you're like passing through.
Then obviously changing drastically here.
Oh yeah.
That you got okay, yeah, okay. So so you guys can hear the music, right? Because you're all just chatting. But that music, fire. Okay, cool, sweet.
So
Yeah,
this
dude,
feels-
they're very good musicians. Like,
Mhm.
not enough people know about Midnight Syndicate.
I'm getting like little Castlevania vibes too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The organ
Castlevania.
with the playful melody and like the change in tone is very like
Definitely a level.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like almost like a sinister funeral or something. Very
Okay.
like mixed vibes where there's high tension yet like very low points where
Yeah.
it's very melodic and feelings can be had.
And we're back to the piratey thing with the horns.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
so it is this like it's going through these different waves.
Almost like revenge after a funeral.
Okay.
I got. This is gothic Home Alone montage music, where he's setting all the traps.
very montage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
could
see it
be
as opening
montagey.
credits to a film of some sort as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Like-
Yeah. opening
Quick
credits,
end.
that
I don't know
works,
how
that
you
works.
guys feel about that, but
Yeah.
very quick end to that.
Midnight Syndicate is haunted house music, says Jacqueline Spawn. Yeah, Jacqueline,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing a replay real quick because it's only 2 minutes and 18 seconds long. So, guys, what is it making you think of in the chat?
Yeah.
Do you agree? Give us your thoughts on it. I'm curious. I think we've all been, similarly minded for it.
It's a Tim Burton
very up
movie,
and
and I
down, though.
think Johnny Depp would be in it. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
he'd make his great return.
Almost okay. I get the sea. So like a big battle at sea.
Yeah.
Okay.
They take a loss and they have to at funeral at sea. So they have to push on, have their
Okay,
remembrance,
I like
and
the
then it
funeral at
builds
sea,
back
yeah.
up as they go back into the heart of the
Yeah,
the-
so
the
so
storm
as
or
the
whatever.
organ comes in, that's where you see the bodies like being dropped out into the water kind of thing. And
Still a little tough
Fish
to hear,
food.
they say.
Well, what, if you turn it up through the player, through the media player, maybe?
You know what? I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? Let me try and add that source. Oh shit! There's a million of them. Fuck.
Be careful.
and now we have the segue bit where this almost feels like maybe it would be flashing back to before all the carnage, maybe, or maybe the beginning of the journey as he's like saying goodbye to a loved one or something. Like, "Don't worry, sweetheart. I swear that I'm gonna make my way back to you."
There you go.
But there's so much
They're saying the
danger out
balance
there.
is okay.
It's making everything drag.
But Siegfried,
Yeah,
there's
they're
so
saying-
much danger
saying
out
it's
there.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, let me delete that because it just made everything drag really bad. All right, so it's okay. All right. Vibing to it while playing The Sims. I love that. Okay. Phantom of the Opera on the Sea, says Davey James. Okay.
I could
All
kind of
right.
see
I
that.
dig
Yeah,
that.
I could miss that. I could see that. All right, cool. So we're almost done with this second playthrough. Then we'll move on to the next song.
I like it though. At the end though, like I feel like there
Just
should have been
the
some kind of an
abrupt ending,
end.
yeah.
It's just
It just
very-
cuts off real quick. All right.
like they're building to something right here.
Well, again, it's very. The music is generally, these are lost tracks, so these were intended to be inserted in other things.
Gotcha.
So it likely would have
That's what
flowed
she said.
into another song a little bit nicer.
Or been like opening credits to something. It's like that perfect length.
Right, could
You
be,
know, just
could be.
after just over 2 minutes.
Music is seriously fire. I agree, Teal Kid. I'm glad you like it. All right,
Oh, yeah.
so
That was a good start.
track number 2. This is another. This is a short one, only 1:23.
Oh wow.
Now, again, guys, part of the fun of this is these were all made for something. They were made for a property of some kind. I purposely hid the track names from all of us, and the part of what they're going to explain to us is what they were made for. So if you hear something, you're like, oh, that sounds like it could belong to this. Let us know, because that's part of the fun of the guessing here.
Get your guesses in chat too. See
Yeah.
if you were right.
It's a game, everybody.
Yeah, expletives, yeah.
And hit
really.
that damn like button. Come on.
Yeah.
Real.
Come on.
Yeah. Help us out. Hit the like button, share
Smash the
the
likes.
live and everything.
Yeah, how many likes we get is how many spankings Cecil
boy.
gets.
Yes.
Hey, now.
Yes.
Maybe we'll double down the
So
amount of
far
views
we are
on
at
this,
we are at 13 now.
Oh.
13
All right, here we go.
spankums.
Song number 2,
Should've brought the
and go.
flower.
Does that sound like Mahalo?
Okay. Mysterious. A little bit maybe like I'm getting a vibe like someone's walking into a mystical world.
The graveyard.
Okay, graveyard could be. Graveyard could be.
What's that?
Pass that down.
Thank you. Are you joining us?
It's a seat.
You are. You're welcome to.
Seat right
We have
here.
a seat right here in the.
Ah, yeah.
Booze. Morgan in the house.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I don't know where to be now.
You're
So
You're
yeah, no,
fine.
I like this because this is not every piece of music has to be like an event, right? This is bridge
What's up,
with a
Chester?
little something at the end. Again, I feel like this was
very
more
scary mermaid.
looking around a haunted aquarium or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cave
This could have
discovery.
been done for a possible Lovecraftian project.
Morgan, I want to hear your thing, but you gotta talk loud back there, just so you know.
No,
Just so you
that's
have
fine.
Yeah, see, I like this. So it's funny. Morgan and I have a big back and forth. I've been a Midnight Syndicate diehard for many years. She's a fan of Nox Arcana, or Nox Arcana, however you want to say it. Both very similar, sort of, haunted music.
In the same realm.
Right.
Not really that the same.
A lot of
I
people would
argue.
think so, but
same,
fair.
same, but different.
Yeah, same,
But
different. But yeah, we're definitely focused on this right now, and I'm
feel-
digging this. I dig this.
I feel like this is maybe like a cave exploration
That's
that
what I was
goes
thinking.
that goes
Okay.
bad at the very
Yeah.
end.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody walking through a cave,
And
and
then-
then flashlight.
Interesting.
It's not a cock, it's a flashlight.
It's a cocklight.
Is that normally the way people hold cocks?
So I got ready to look, and I was like,
I've
dude,
seen a lot of
I'm like,
technique in my day, but
Cecil was already on one. I saw you.
Davey's
I
just
just don't
getting
know in what
ready.
circumstance you'd hold it right here. Like, are you listening to the ocean? Like,
You're doing like a.
I can hear the ocean through your balls.
Look, you're doing.
Sounds very
Especially-
cummy.
But
You're
like
doing an impression of Soundwave from
No,
Transformers.
it's foamy.
Foamy, right. Yes.
those like fluttery sounds do almost sound like bats or something. So
Yeah.
I can get the cave exploration
The-
sort of
the
aspect.
water-
The water at the
The
end.
bats
Yeah.
or little
Yeah,
like
I was
little
thinking
pool of
somebody
water.
like chained up in some like subterranean dungeon
So-
and having
holy
like
shit.
a rumination kind of thing and like how
I
am I
wouldn't go
gonna
that
escape?
far.
Can I
We
even
got
get out?
we
Like,
got
water
Roland
even.
to Gilead
Yeah.
in here. We haven't seen you in a while, man.
Oh,
Hey,
what up,
now.
Roland? You know
Shout
what I
out.
would almost say? I would almost say that this could be from Lock and Key when they're investigating the cave
Yeah.
and going into that arena and looking at the gate, or the mystical gate into the other world,
Yeah.
Because there's ocean.
Yeah, like
there's
Kinsey
ocean
walking
right
up
there.
and getting
Yeah.
her first look of it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I have no idea. I did not cheat and look at what they're actually from. But I feel like that would actually fit. I think Lock and Key would be a good fit for this. Anyone in the chat? What are y'all thinking?
Come on, give us ideas.
I know everyone's. I love that you guys are just chatting with each other. That's great. But I'm very curious to know y'all's thoughts.
What's cool though is like all the people in the chat are all like basically our regulars and everything throughout like the various channels, and they're all good peeps.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Damn reason.
Oh,
I already did, says Amanda. Let's see. I swear I'm nice. What did Amanda say?
They're just
Hey,
these
hey,
she's just,
Oh,
she's
talking
just getting
shit.
sassy.
I feel like it starts out at the beginning kind of softer, and it gets darker at the end, like almost like a sunset sequence, where like
Okay.
It's a group of
Okay.
like campers
Like
getting
the
ready
evil
to
mermaid.
like go do the cave exploring at the end, and it's like that sequence where the sun is setting and they're getting all their gear together.
So
and
they're
then
towards the
it's-
end, like
Yeah.
darkness has
Okay.
fallen, and now
Yeah.
the evil is encroaching.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I like
Or
that.
they're entering the, you know.
All right, we don't need side discussions to drown out our main discussion. Thank you, with a single microphone. All right, so that is song number 2. Soft can see this as an opening viewing of an old school dollhouse miniature. Okay, okay. Thank you, Amanda. I love that. It's very eerie yet magical and mystical. See, that's why I kind of went with the lock and key route, Davey
Yeah.
James. I like that. Fair enough. All right, let's move on to song number 3 here. Again, the band themselves are going to be joining us in about 23 minutes.
Oh.
We got to get through these then.
Oh, they're short enough. We'll have
Yeah.
plenty of time. But ooh, carnival.
A little bit.
Carousel.
Getting a little circus vibe there.
Yeah.
I'm almost getting like early '90s full moon. You know, like it could
Okay.
be a subspecies
Yeah.
or a
Even
puppet
Twilight.
I wouldn't say
master.
subspecies as much
Free.
as the no, you're puppets.
Charles
Yeah.
Band
Very
movie.
much be
Yeah.
puppet master.
Kind of, even like the
Band did the scores too. So.
even like the Are You Afraid of the Dark kind of music kind of vibe.
It's hallway music.
It's it's definitely like
Wandering hallway.
there's something childlike about it.
That ding ding ding, that xylophone in the background makes me think carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, like staring at yourself in the hall of mirrors.
Right.
There's the distortion here, and then you see yourself.
This
totally
strikes me
smushed
as
down
walking
here.
through the carnival as all these weirdness is passing you.
Yeah,
like
almost like in
clowns,
slow
the-
motionness,
you know.
craziness.
Davey
all around
James
us.
says
Well-
ICP vibes, but with a symphony.
There you
Oh,
go.
God.
Yeah.
Symphony of the Juggalos.
Yeah, Roland says puppet master. Supernatural
Especially
kitty
with that
vibe.
little-
Okay, okay. This is very gothic sounding, says Jamie Hart. What's up,
Yeah.
Jamie? This is
Yeah,
cool.
ICP.
Yeah, so far this one and the first track have that gothic kind of vibe.
I have a kind of like you're following someone at a carnival.
I could see this being a bit of
Or
a
like-
chase.
yeah, like
Yeah.
kind of like
Or someone
Not
feels like
chase,
well,
but like
someone
you're-
feels like they're
yeah, you're
like, you know,
following.
look over the shoulder and like someone in the crowd just keeps being there, you
Yeah.
know.
Look over his shoulder and there's a cock there.
Again, it's right here.
It's like, did you never know when they're sneaking up on you? They're sneaky little fuckers.
I get it. I
It
mean,
was just silent, and all of a sudden we're there.
Hey, Satan!
yeah,
yeah, Funhouse. Funhouse would work.
yeah, Funhouse.
It's transformed a little
Very
bit.
full moon features. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A Charles Band production.
Yeah, I wonder if this could have been for like
One of the newer
Yeah, the-
incarnations of it or something.
Littlest Reich or
Well,
whatever.
and this part feels like credits.
I like
Like
those
at the end of
percussive.
Well,
I like
I
those
don't
Tales from the
percussive
Crypt or
sounds.
something.
No, this is real Neil Breen to me.
How dare you? Insulting.
I just had to. I had to.
I can't believe you committed suicide.
I cannot,
Cannot
believe
believe
you
you
committed
committed
suicide.
suicide. Why? Why would you?
Why
do
would
this?
you do that? Why would you commit suicide?
I
Why
would
would
say,
you do this?
I don't know.
Alleyways behind Mardi Gras.
Ooh. That could work.
Oh.
Very different movie, Davey. Yeah, yeah. It's almost Mars Attacks. Okay, I could see that a little bit.
It's got that campiness to
Yeah,
it.
A little bit of whimsy.
a little bit of whimsy, silliness. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, this would
This is
definitely
one
be.
of the longer
This would
tracks,
definitely be like a
Damn, this is like a 5-minute
like a
track.
campy horror comedy.
This is a whole journey.
Roland brings up Funhouse.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say Toby.
That's the
Hooper?
thing. Going
Yeah.
through different bits of. So
This is definitely like a stalking.
Yeah, so like they just realized that this whimsical place is actually very deadly. Now I need to get out of here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Took them this long to figure it out.
According to the music, yeah.
There was already turmoil and trepidation long before.
And it looks like the track is called Carnival of Carnage, so there we go.
How did you know that?
It's saying it said it in the left-hand corner. It's
Oh
going,
no!
Oh,
so
no.
the titles are
Credits.
being
Oh,
revealed.
no.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
how could you read?
Why are you cheating?
You're not supposed to read. Take your glasses off,
Who
you
taught
blind
you to
bitch.
read?
Damn cheater! There,
You're right.
there.
I am a blind bitch.
That's it. That's all you're gonna see from now on.
Ballet
You
horror.
I like
monster.
I like that
Yeah,
too.
Dad says music sounding like could be some ballet horror. Hell yeah. I called it ICP. Yeah.
I'm actually working on a ballet horror movie.
That would be fucking awesome. Black Swan was,
Yeah, I was
almost
gonna say,
there.
Black Swan, eat your heart
But
out.
yeah, I think you could do a
I'm
really
going
awesome one.
Nutcracker, but
Yeah.
You should involve some figure skating. too.
Yeah, that's
Use
what
the
I meant.
skate blade.
Sorry,
Go
sorry.
full out.
Time is my brain went.
It's just
Fuck
it's
me up for
David the
something.
horror
I was
movie.
like, wait, I know this.
Dude, someone using their skate
it's
to kill
scary in
people.
this closet.
Someone using their skate to kill people would be pretty nasty. That shit would be awful.
Tanya Harding got nothing on me.
Why?
Stop it.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely the carnival vibe. For sure. That harpsichord sound, dude. It's very
Juggler.
yeah. They use that in some of the Child's Play, the new Child's Play remake score.
So was this like written for like Clown in a Cornfield or something?
Maybe. That'd be a good guess.
Yeah.
That'd be a good guess. All right, so there you go. That is song number 3. Let's move on since that was such a long one.
What's going on?
Freddie in the background scared the shit out of me for a sec. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, when you live in this room, you're surprised when you walk out of that bathroom in the dead of night and there's a giant figure in a hat staring at you.
One of these nights.
Or you're just
he's
gonna
not
get
gonna.
totally
he-
numb to it, and then all of a sudden it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be an
move
actual
one day.
person.
No,
Yeah.
well that, but who knows? I might just like put random lights in a noisemaker at one point and just.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do
He'll
it,
never.
do it,
He'll
do it.
he'll never know until it happens.
Just fly in Dave McRae and have him scare you.
Literally, yeah.
All right,
Happy
song
birthday.
number 4.
Oh
move
no, I
move
read
move
it. I
move
read it.
Don't.
Ah!
Go.
I didn't read it.
I read it.
Everyone take your glasses
your fault.
off. We're all getting
Nobody take a nap.
But
Okay. Okay, so right now I'm seeing couple dealing with the death of a child.
Why would you go directly?
I was gonna
because it
say.
always does.
That's what I'm seeing with this music. Like, and they're
Whoa.
gonna it's gonna turn bad.
I
Like
had
Pet
no-
Cemetery
Mahalo.
situation.
Turn bad.
No
it
idea
is
you had
bad.
synesthesia. I like that.
Pet Cemetery stuff.
Or just that you're lonely?
Let's let the
Wandering
music
by
maybe
yourself?
tell us where we're
Oh,
going.
oh, okay. I thought you were talking about me specifically.
I was like, man, that
"Jeez."
cut to my core too.
Yeah.
I am very.
I'll get
Oh, okay. That
I think
might
it's
be Mahalo.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Good looking out, bro.
Yeah, this is very somber.
Even though there's an adult.
Cool, Cecil. Sorry, Eli. I'm just saying, tell me it doesn't feel like that from Pet Cemetery when,
Okay.
you know, they're dealing with the
Listen,
funeral
now,
of their
now
kid.
That I'm aware that you're in a constant coffee table state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What are these? Okay, what are the
Inescapable.
swells then? What are we going through here now?
Well, this is when they're emotional, like their emotions swell, and they like look at each other and they have to like embrace to
They're
not
thinking about
succumb to
they're
their.
thinking about Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Can
like
we
the
get the
s-
body? Can we take the
slow,
body to the?
slow pushing on Lewis, and you see him just staring off into the distance, and then
You, I mean, am I wrong?
kind of
Like,
turn. I mean,
you
I
know
can
what
see it. Yeah.
It's more romantic, but still dark. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a gothic.
Okay,
romanticism
okay, I could
to
see
it.
that
I can
too.
see that.
I could
Like
see that
Beauty and the
too.
Beast, but the Beast.
Oh
is
wow,
so
that was
crazy.
a quick one.
The
All right, let's
beast
play it
is
again.
Josh Gad.
The beast had fleas and had to get put down.
Beast is
Sorry, did I
Not
see?
at all
Luke
what I was
Evans.
thinking. Oh my god.
It had mange. There was nothing we could do.
Yeah, and this little bit I can see like maybe the Lewis's wife like consoling him right here.
Yeah.
Just like the hand on the shoulder. It's
Right,
just
that's
like
what I'm
this or
saying,
something,
exactly.
like-
And
but
like
then-
he's starting
but
to
then you see
consider
him,
the darkness.
Like one eye opens
Yeah.
up as she has her hand on his shoulder.
Starting to
and you can
consider
see-
the dark
The
possibilities.
gears are turning.
Uh huh.
Of what?
Burying
Of how to
his
Yeah,
how to
maybe.
bring their son back.
burying his son.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're Pet Cemetery.
Burying
That's what I've
Gage.
just been said like 40
Gage.
times.
We're here.
Little
We're
Miko.
I know we are. I just want
Little
to
cute
clarify.
little Miko.
Oh, I was thinking remake.
Oh really?
Yeah, the daughter.
I did
Just to
not
piss
like,
everyone
I did
off.
not like that remake very much. Although I do like,
What else could it be?
I like Clark. I like that actor. But,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's what's hitting me the most. It could be other things.
Does
though.
anyone in chat have anything?
And he's like, anything else?
It's
Dead horror.
children.
I'm getting like
It's really morning.
I'm getting a funeral vibe,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
rainy weather,
Okay.
no dialogue, maybe like some slow motion shots.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Just like the just that literal putting the person in the ground kind of. The Wes Craven
Grandpa died.
scene.
We're figuring
It's
out
in like
some
every
really
Wes
dark
Craven
secrets.
movie. They're like, here we are, or a Final Destination.
I can see that.
What about Lost and not finding a way out? Like you
A lot of sorrow,
get to
so
the
Cecil's idea works. Yeah, thank you.
you get to the mountain
Very
and you see
sorrowful.
that there's nothing but desert beyond it.
It's Mahalo.
Uh-oh.
There's room to sit right here on the
Is there a
ground.
birthday?
Oh, I think Mahalo's gonna sit right here.
That's all right.
guy, come in.
No,
I'm right here.
Is there a laugh?
All right, so we're gonna move on to the newest song because we got 4 left and we got about 14 minutes. So,
Track 4 was Dead Child. Got it.
all right, yep. Track 5. Here we go. Okay.
God, or possibly some.
I missed the microwave.
There's a microwave? The fuck do we get
I
ice
was
cream?
told there would be punch and pie.
Guys, Mahalo's here. We're also celebrating Mahalo's birthday.
Yeah. Is it today?
The 15th, right?
Oh, okay, well,
69
So
years
I'm
old.
definitely getting like a Southwest horror vibe to this, like almost Western.
Yeah, yeah, the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
The
Although,
Hi.
all right, here, no side talks, please. Again, we got 1 microphone.
The hunt for the chupacabra?
With that little
Yeah, the
whistliness in the
whistle.
background, yeah,
Yeah,
western.
very-
It's very
for
western,
sure.
yeah.
Westerny, like Spanish, like Mexican kind of vibe.
No,
Almost sounds like
No, this is a lonesome stranger
A
getting
rain
into,
kinda
getting
thing
into
in
a
the
Mexican
background, too.
town after sundown,
Yeah.
finding it semi-deserted only after sundown. The dead rise.
This is like the Dark Tower. Or some shit.
You just beat me to it, man. I was gonna say that.
action walking down the
okay.
The man in black fled across the desert and gunslinger followed.
looking for a gunfight,
Wait,
a
and
little
then
bite.
vice versa. It's a gunslinger fled across the desert, and the man
Western
in black
steamer.
followed.
No, the man in black fled into the desert and the
Testosterone.
gunslinger followed.
Erica.
because
Is that what it was?
That's what it
Oh, I
is.
thought the man in
Because
black was after the gunslinger.
No, it's
Oh, it's vice versa. Okay,
Davey
shit.
James says Western Samurai.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Some Three Amigos with Chevy Chase.
But hey, no discredit to Steve Martin and Martin Short, though. I mean,
No.
come on.
They're
All right, so we're gonna give that one a one-time through because we're running out of time here. So song number 6, here we go. Okay, we're mounting up again.
Mount up, boys. They're not. They can't be too far.
Oh no, okay, here we go with this.
Came in, it's like going down the dungeon.
No.
Could be that. So what I would say is maybe this is.
It's a search party down the hill.
I was gonna say maybe this is the villain having captured the good guys and is like setting up his traps
Gotcha.
and like monologuing a bit, maybe.
Maybe now.
No, it's a bit too kinetic for that, I think.
I'm like still thinking Dark Tower now, like Rhea in her little home, like mixing potions and like, you know, you see the fucking glowing grapefruit and she can look into what Roland and his little quartet are writing.
Yeah,
around
a
doing
witch
and everything.
preparing shit isn't bad. I think that would be pretty good.
I still say Fuego.
Huh.
When they has King read
I like the witchy thing.
went through the keyhole.
Mhm.
God, that ruined it for me.
Really, him doing the
I don't.
narration?
What about
Dude,
a blacksmith?
You're not
That
alone
was
in
only a
thinking
minute
that.
10.
A lot
We're
of
gonna
people
play that
think
one
that
again.
when he has
Sorry,
professional
Tom.
narrators
Sorry,
do it, it works a little better.
Yeah.
Playing it again since it was only a minute 10.
What about a blacksmith?
Okay.
Prepping
I
for
kinda see,
war.
like,
Preparing weapons, yeah.
a Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein situation where he's a blacksmith, like just quick cutscenes of like leg, grab, pull,
Montage.
dig and grave, arm, take,
Oh, so like Victor gathering up.
gathering the pieces,
Okay.
and at the very end, finally putting them all, but not together, just laying them out. on
Laying
the
them
table,
out,
like,
okay.
oh,
This
Okay.
noise right here, this little scurry noise.
Yeah.
That's the stitching the eye.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a use for
Eli.
it specifically, but
It definitely sets a vibe.
Witchboard?
Oh, he's John Carpenter.
Which board, yeah.
And that just
Yeah.
had a little
Okay.
remake, so I'm
That's
just
true.
trying to think
Yeah,
of something
Chuck
that they could
Russell,
have
yeah.
that they could have
I
made
still
this
haven't
for
watched it.
or
That's true.
had in mind. Because this definitely has that witchy kind of feel, that paranormal, supernatural.
prepping for
I don't
something
know, I get something
bigger.
Seeing something grotesque. I don't really get witchy for myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eli Cortez says, yeah, blacksmith preparing swords. It's the
Hey,
vibe they're getting.
Okay, all right, so let's move on. We got 2 left, and we got 9 minutes before Midnight Syndicate themselves join us, so here we go.
spoil it. Move
Oh,
it.
oh shit. Well, don't
No,
read it. Just don't read it.
I'm doing it for everybody else. I'm
Thank
not
you.
looking at
Glasses
it.
off, you
Yeah.
blind bitch.
I'm not looking at it.
No, I appreciate the heads up. Thank you. Okay.
I have contacts and I can't see anything. Right
Okay, so this is definitely more atmospheric as opposed to story driving, it feels like.
Is it raining?
It does feel like that.
Or it's bacon.
I'm thinking of Jonathan
like-
Harker, like just like locked up in that room and maybe looking out the window at the rain and just how far of a drop it would be if he's trying to.
See, I'm
escape
feeling
and,
more.
like-
I'm feeling more long journey to Transylvania,
Okay, yeah. So he's in the carriage.
Right,
And he's
right.
making his way out there
around
to
the
castle.
winding mountains and
Yeah,
shit.
and seeing the gypsies everywhere. And
I can get that because I'm kind of getting that the Johnny Depp Headless
Sleepy
Horseman,
Hollow?
Sleepy
Yeah,
Hollow.
yeah.
Okay, a little
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow vibe.
I
Okay,
think that was
this is another
Elfman that
longer
did that one,
Okay,
right?
cool. So,
yeah.
Yeah, actually, yep.
Yeah.
Day of the
That
Big
one.
Duel,
Great
says Davey
movie, dude.
James. Okay.
Dude,
Great movie.
these low chords.
Christina Ricci with that
You
blonde
don't really
hair, man.
hear people like mess with these low chords.
I
and
know
stay
it's,
here
it's
for very long.
like in lesser hands, it could feel just like a kid pounding on a piano. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Boom, 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 boom.
But it also though it's like it's how you set it in the arrangement though too. It's
True.
How, you know.
Well, of course, yeah.
That's-
I'm just
that's
saying in
your
lesser
big-
hands.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm almost getting like a scary medical vibe.
See, now I'm almost feeling this is someone exploring the haunted house for the first time. Like they just got there and they've been told it's haunted. They don't really believe it, but they're like looking around.
These little notes, it's very much like you're
Right,
looking
and like shit's
over-
happening behind
It's
them.
got a curiosity
right?
vibe.
Like a statue's head turns.
Very
you know,
Ghostbuster like, you know, they
Right.
turn away, something comes up. They
a
turn
little
back
bit.
up, back
This
down.
could be Library Ghostbusters vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, first one. Yeah.
I like how subtle it is, says Davey. Yeah. It's a bit Freddy, says Eli. Okay, all right, I could hear that.
Especially with this minimalist piano thing going on here.
Dude, I love this.
I
still
But
have
that's what's so
Hospital.
nice,
This
right?
screams
Midnight Syndicate,
Hospital.
it's such a range, even in just these few songs.
To me, this screams hospital. This is your
Okay.
your EKG machine or whatever. This is
Okay,
Hospital,
going
That's
off-
fair.
going
Laboratory
off of
almost.
hospital,
Yeah.
I would say dungeon. So the initial sounds are the person passed out and like the camera looking at it, and then this part is the person waking up and seeing that they're in like an underground cell and
Yeah.
trying to figure out like where am I, what happened, what's going on.
Yeah. That's fair. I like this one. This is a good one.
I know.
The echoes, she says dungeon, the echoes make sense now.
Yeah,
There's
dungeon.
other people down being tortured or
Yeah.
just wailing in pain down in their dungeon.
This could be also could be like a nun being shown around her new post. You know what I
Like
mean?
she's
Thinking
in charge
first-
of the insane asylum
Right,
now.
exactly.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
First Omen
Exactly.
status, where
Nailed
she's
it.
seeing some of the people that are a little more like unstable in the
Right.
casino.
the
Yeah.
bell.
This is
the
Fran
bell.
The
Sarah.
bell, that's what's giving me
She's
that.
just
I think.
missing
Yeah,
like a
church,
weird laugh.
church kind of vibe.
Yeah. Whoa.
It's like some weird, crazy laugh.
All right, cool. That was a good one. I like that one a lot.
That was maybe the most eerie one, I think.
I dig
Just
the
all
hell
out
out of that.
eerie that we've
That
had
was
thus
cool.
far.
Fauci Cinema, what's going on?
Yo, yo.
Howdy.
What up, Matt?
So many gnarly peeps in one screen. I know. We're only missing Susie and Marsha, of course, because she's across the country.
She's
But
Carrie Line.
Susie just got a medical thing done, so she's recovering. But all right, 8th and final song, and then we're gonna bring Midnight Syndicate on. So here we go.
Yeah, yo.
I'll be Susie for the rest of the stream. Oh my god, you guys! I love that
Yeah.
song so
Oh.
fucking much.
Oh my god.
This bitch. So
It is
she's
so
already
fucking hot.
doing makeup work and everything today. She's posted a picture. I'm like, bitch, you better get back and start resting.
Ooh, this is nice and frantic.
Yeah. Yeah, something's
Definitely
happening.
chase music, perhaps, or
The bells scream Christmas, but I don't want that to be.
The chord progression is strange because it goes into like a little bit of like a happy, kind of like almost like the killer is. This is the point of view of the killer instead of the person being chased.
almost like demented glee.
Yeah.
Kind of
We're
shit.
headed for the climax. We're definitely headed for the climax.
Oh yeah, this
here.
feels third act for sure.
This could also be the back half of credit sequence.
Yeah, I see like a flying camera that's going through like a castle.
Okay,
or
okay.
home,
Yeah.
like going through all the rooms.
I could see a little bit of like a Tim Burton opening of Beetlejuice
Yeah.
going through the town,
Yeah.
right, kind of thing, except a gothic,
Yeah.
you know, up to a castle
Some sort
at
of
the
like
end, you know?
Guillermo del Toro
Right.
haunted house movie. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
A vampire in bat form flying.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Castlevania
Especially with the
from now
organ
on
coming in,
forever.
the bat thing really kind of feels good on that call.
Yeah.
That
Is
organ right there.
is the protagonist finally like standing up and getting ready to like they're like going against the baddie.
So a little montage to get ready
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Yeah, working up the gumption, getting all suited up.
I like how active it is.
Yeah.
It's a little more. It's got more frantic layers going on. I
Yeah,
dig
much
it.
more so than any of the previous pieces.
I
too.
like the activity
Yeah.
here.
Tribal drums. Definitely feels combative.
Oh, the dropout.
Oh, it's nothing.
All right.
Boom.
Cool.
The
So that
final
is the
dropout.
last track. I am getting things ready to allow Midnight Syndicate to join us here.
Holy cow! 27 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, hit the like button because we're gonna spank Cecil a shitload here. Got 20,
Like it,
20
like
so
it, you
far.
like it.
Are we at 20?
We're gonna have
Yeah,
Freddy.
we got
we're-
20. We got 20 likes. So we got 20 spankings coming Cecil's
yeah.
way.
All right.
We're halfway there. Well, almost about just under halfway to his age.
We're
Let
gonna
me
have
just resend
Freddy
this
do
link
the
for
spanking.
them.
I have a whip. I mean,
Wow.
Whoops,
Okay.
whoops.
We have.
I have a
It's a
whip.
2 for
We
1.
have gotten somewhere.
Is that a personal offer or is that for Cecil?
All right. I'm gonna copy this.
Hey, you looked right at me when you said it. Just,
I was excited. Sorry.
I've never, be gentle. I've never ventured into that sort of area myself. Who knows what will happen though?
Like we're on an episode of Passions.
Maybe it'll be the key that unlocks that next
It's
level.
like we're on an episode
bonerism
of
for me.
Passions.
All right, birthday lashings. Davey, get over here. Wait,
It's not even my
whoa,
birthday
it's not
show.
my birthday.
Light on this, son. You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
All right. So link
Wait, what are you
sent.
giving me to bite on?
The
You
safe word is
I don't know, but it'd probably
snickerdoodle.
come back
Here's
here
a,
about
here's
right
a wooden
here.
spoon.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yes.
I get a wooden spoon from this kitchen.
So I'm hoping that we'll be able to just hear them through this too. I'm hoping it doesn't bleed through the audio too bad.
That will be
In the
alright.
chat will yell at us, right?
Holy cow, 24 likes. It just jumped. Right.
Hammer.
Sometimes you just gotta call them out, you know.
Right?
Let's get to 30.
Sometimes you just gotta take your whoopings.
That's right.
That's right.
Spankings with the Freddy glove. Here we go.
Come on, I
shit.
can take it.
All right. So let's see what's chat saying while we're waiting. Here.
Excuse me.
TLK to Freddy moves and everything goes to red. I'll lose my shit. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be my luck one day. Don't forget, if Davey hits 2,000 subs by Halloween, he's dressing up in the Alpha from 28 Days Later.
Was that Mr. Dongalong?
Mr. Dongalong.
I promised I would do a live stream dressed as the Alpha.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's a promise.
Or undressed as the Alpha.
Exactly.
There
Yeah.
Extra
Hey
size.
now.
Technically, you could go as the
Girthy.
trailer version, like the new one. He has like that loincloth thing.
There you go. They covered him up. You know, they covered
Yeah,
up
because
his
it's on
shame.
Netflix now, so they have to have a tamer trailer for people now.
Well,
right?
no, it's
Yeah.
for the new one.
Oh, Bone Temple?
For the
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah,
The bone.
there was one shot
Temple.
and everything that he has like this like little like sash over his
I was gonna
thing.
say, maybe Ray Fiennes he's like, we gotta cover you up.
Yeah, we're like, I don't feel like looking at.
You're making me feel things I don't want to think about.
The Bone Temple is what I called my apartment in college.
Oh, hey now.
Were you doing the boning or getting boned?
Mm.
Quiet.
You ever heard of a switch
Quiet,
hitter?
set.
Yeah, I'm a switch
What's up,
hitter.
Nightmare Demon? Good to see you. I was about to say Alfred from Walking Dead. Like, what? No.
No.
That's a little different. You'd have to be female and bald to pull that one off.
That was the
We
last
have
gasp of the
knives.
show being good, honestly.
Kind of
that
was.
season.
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch much past that. So
Was that show good?
it was long, is what that show was. It was very long.
Oh man.
Daddy Deathray has a digital bone temple.
No, God,
Whoa.
Eric.
Wow.
Whoa.
My oh my. fine.
That's Big Daddy Deathray.
Holy shnikes.
Big Daddy Death.
Good
I
lord.
was gonna say.
That's his trap rap name right
That's
there.
the. I
Adam
can't stop
Sandler
it.
would be proud.
I can't stop the train once they started it. You know?
He was the train.
Can't stop
when
the
they
train.
come
On
on,
the train.
so when they come on, I'm gonna change to the other thing here, and I'm gonna have to make them full screen, so we won't be able to see the chat on the screen.
So we'll have to monitor
Oh
on
my
the
goodness.
cellulars.
Yep.
Pull out
They're
your
in the
voice
waiting
to
room.
ear devices.
Are they?
2 people entered the waiting room.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me.
View.
They have a 2% chance to
Where
give you
the
pink eye.
hell is
I
the
know you're
waiting
gonna take your freaking
You have to
Oh, there we
Park
go.
T-Sip-ons?
No one wants
There we go.
Go take your phone to the bathroom.
Allow?
Don't get it.
Also,
And
don't
we
let
are
your
letting
pets
them join
see
right now.
Very much so.
Wow.
All
Hello?
right. Gentlemen, can you hear us?
Yes.
We can. I want to make sure that I'm not creating a.
All right,
we're
we
talking.
can't hear them.
you
Let's
got-
see what we got.
You're gonna have to
Hang
put
on.
headphones on.
Let me make
You're gonna be a
sure.
translator.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear them on the headphones. Let's see if the people can hear us here.
the people.
I was trying to.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. Let me
Sure
see
thing.
if I can fix. Okay, I see what I need to do. So I can make it so everyone can hear us. Just 1 second. And there we go. Okay, gentlemen, can you give us a little test real quick?
Check, check.
All right,
Yeah.
there we are. Cool. All right, now everyone should be able to hear you. Now let me also. Well, if that's the case, I'll just keep it on this screen here because we're keeping you guys in audio only. So we're very mysterious, gentlemen.
We're mysterious. And this is, but it's really nice to actually be talking with you guys in person. Having watched you do these video recaps of the albums and giving your impressions for these years, it's nice to be here in person with you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank
Dude,
you.
thank you
Gracias,
guys.
yes.
Thank you both
Introduce
for
yourselves.
joining us. Yeah, please, if you wouldn't mind, so our audience can recognize the voices.
Okay. I'm Edward Douglas of Midnight Syndicate.
And I am Gavin Goska, also of Midnight Syndicate.
Hell yeah. Dude, this is so exciting, you guys. So, again, just so the audience is fully aware, I have been listening to Midnight Syndicate since 1999 when their album dropped in Spencer's. And so we were all talking about it at the start of the stream, how, you know, then basically any Halloween store that popped up, you'd always find a Midnight Syndicate CD or two right by the cash register. And I absolutely have loved it. And you guys have been generous enough to let us use your music throughout the channel. And it's been a tremendous amount of fun for me. And what I love is every time we do this, even this time, as we were doing this live, there were people in the chat that hadn't heard you guys before, but they're like, this shit is fire. And I'm like, yeah, it really is. So we love that people are getting even their first listens, even now, 26 years later after that first album hit Spencer's. What do you guys think about that?
We appreciate it. You're like our radio station. You guys are you're the great DJs. You know, I mean, it's like, it's amazing. You know, there's so much music out there now. Yeah, we get tons of people every year finding out about us for the first time, and we appreciate it. We need that. So it's great. Yes, it's not like the glory days of CDs. I think for bands, CDs were really the best thing, and yeah, I mean, for a while there, like every Halloween store and party store had those music had the music right up there in the counter and stuff like that. So miss those days, but it's a new era, and now, you know, look, every one of the people in the chat room, if they like what they hear, now they can run over to, like, you know, on the YouTube, on YouTube Music. It's all free, and they can
You don't even have to leave your house.
Hell yeah. Yeah, guys, make sure you go subscribe to Midnight Syndicate. They have a YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys are on Spotify, all of that good stuff, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, I mean, it's fantastic music just to listen to on the daily, but especially if you like have work that you need to do, school work that you need to do, anything along those lines, writing. I utilize Midnight Syndicate music for my writing so much, like it's probably a bit disturbing.
Yeah, you have to give them a writer's credit. Then.
I know, I kind of do. Well, to that end, you know, we've been talking, Ed and I, specifically about the new series that I'm going to be doing called The Night Rider, where people are going to, I'm going to be starting the series, Davey's going to be a part of the first episode, where we're going to literally start writing horror movies, horror shorts, and while we do it, Midnight Syndicate is going to be playing in the background, so it's going to be a bit lo-fi girl, but more horrified, and we're also going to be actually building a horror short out of it. We're going to take ideas from the audience, and we're gonna, run with what everyone thinks we should run with, and we're gonna take audience dialogue, and it's gonna be a ton of fun, but it's only gonna be elevated because you guys are generous enough to let us use the music for this series. So thank you very much ahead of time for that.
Hey, absolutely. I was right before earlier today. I was just adding a few more of the tracks from the new album to the Knight Rider soundtrack playlist that we have on Spotify going right now. So, there was a few more pieces added to that just today.
Heck yeah, guys! So make sure you go to Spotify and check it out. They started. Ed was kind enough to start a Knight Rider Spotify playlist. So it's specifically the tracks that are that are very useful for writers, that aren't going to kind of pull you out of your scene or anything along those lines, but that help put you in a mindset to really write some good shit. So thank you guys very much for doing that. But yeah, go check it out. Midnight Syndicate on Spotify, Midnight Syndicate on YouTube as well. You'll be able to find all of their stuff. Subscribe, get all of their music. And what I'm excited about is not only having you guys on, but we just had a ball listening to Darkened Corners, and we were, trying to come up with maybe what properties they might have had to do with, but really we were just having fun letting everyone know what the scenes that were popping into our heads, and we made sure that the music blended with our voices this time, so it's going to be much more shareable this time around.
No, you did such a great job on the last one. I was like, the tech, because you guys, it was so entertaining. You guys were amazing. But yes, tech will always hit you sometimes. That's the way it goes.
Hell yeah. And producer Dave just put in the chat the link to your guys' channel, so go and just click that, you guys. Makes it really easy. Go check it out, and make sure you subscribe to them, because they're not only is it great music, but they're awesome dudes. So now you guys have been in the past big staples at Cedar Point. Am I wrong about that? Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Are you back there again this year?
We are not, actually.
Okay.
They tore down the stage, the main stage that we were playing on for the last 2 years that we were there, so that stage no longer exists.
Damn. Well, you closed it down then, so that's good.
Right.
Brought the house down.
They're like, if it's not going to be Midnight Syndicate, it's not going to be anyone.
Yes. No, Cedar Point's the only place we have ever played really live. But our music is really, in all of the amusement parks this time of year.
Hell yeah.
Whether it's Fright Fest or Halloween Weekends or Haunt or Halloween Horror Nights or Hollow Scream. Really, there's very few theme parks and amusement parks around the country at this time where if you're walking through, you won't hear a Midnight Syndicate song. I think it's just because we've been doing it for so long, and when we started, there wasn't really much out there like what we were doing. This is back in the 90s, and so like all the amusement parks really gravitated to our music, and so did the haunted attractions. And it really gave us that boost to get the music out there, That was also, again, like our radio airplay was being played in these theme parks and stuff like that. And people asking, what's that music playing?
Well, I mean, that's got to be, what is that like? I'd love to get both of your thoughts on, like, it's such staying power, 26 years more, considering I'm sure you were doing stuff even before that album released at Spencer's. So, like, what is that like to know that you're such a staple in the season? You've established yourselves that much. Like, not a lot of bands can say that, people still hear their shit that many years later.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool. I mean, you're walking around like a theme park and you hear the music still playing down the midway and stuff. And yeah, that never gets old. I mean, it's just pretty cool.
Yeah, it is it's very exciting, and yeah, I think Gavin and I are friends, and we share a lot of the same common interests, and you've just always seemed to be on the same page creatively, and so I don't know, yeah, for a band to be together we're going on 20 this is 28 years. We're going on 29 years next year. I mean, it's like, there's just not. I feel very fortunate because there's not many bands that can say they're doing it. And as far as the music goes, it's classical music, and we know how timeless classical music is. So maybe we just got kind of lucky with what we chose and like what we do, because classical music has a timeless quality to it. That being said, we never take for granted that people still like what we do, and the people are commenting on this music now that we just put out, that you guys have been kind enough to play, and you're talking about it and you're enjoying it. I'm telling you, this is why we do it. I mean, this is like the kind of get your engines recharged, because when you watch other people enjoy it, that's what makes it all worth it.
Well, and that's part of the fun for me, is seeing, the comments being like, dude, this shit is awesome. And I'm like, yeah, I love that. So to that end, you guys, when we talked about this ahead of time, you would kind of explain, this album, Darkened Corners, is more of a collection of lost tracks, as opposed to like a thematic album that you normally put out. Is that correct?
Yeah, this one is less about like a story, like from start to end and stuff, and it's more just a collection of things that not everybody would have been able to hear,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of it is it's songs it's songs from projects that we have been working on when we're not working on the studio albums that you normally hear. Everything on here, as I look through, is from a project that isn't tied to sorry, look at that. How rookie is that? I got my little AOL going off. And yes, I use AOL.
I do too.
So,
I do too.
That's what we do. But anyway, yeah, these are all music from projects that we worked on over the years that weren't tied directly to a studio album in particular. So it'll be kind of interesting if you want to go through, and we'll kind of tell you what they're from, because each one's from something different.
So I was thinking I'll just play the tracks again while we talk about them a little bit. I'll just play them underneath us, so that way people can get the reference. So we the first time we did not look at the actual titles. So yeah, the first title is called, we're now seeing for the first time, it was called the Mr. Midnight theme. So this one we kind of, just so you know where our heads were at, this was more of like a mounting up, like almost preparing for battle kind of vibe, I think. What were some of the other things that were said, guys?
Heading out to sea.
Swashbuckling.
Swashbuckling, pirate sort of vibe kind of thing. That's where everyone's minds were landing. So where were you guys at? Where were your heads at when making this one?
Well, this is actually the theme for the Mr. Midnight character, which is part of Cedar Point. They came up with, Michael Roddy specifically came up with this character to serve as kind of like an icon for Cedar Point. And we needed a theme, certainly for the shows, the live shows. So this is also one of very few tracks that Ed and I co-wrote together. Usually we'll work on like some of the sound effects things, but more often than not, it'll be like, it's either like me writing my own track and Ed writing his own or whatever. This one we kind of both put our heads together for, so that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah,
and it did have to have a driving thing. He wanted it to start off just like you guys call it, with a very like really grab people, pull them in, because if I'm not mistaken, Gavin, this is how the show started off. Yeah. So he wanted something that grabs you right off the bat and says, "Hey, we're off on a journey, an adventure." And he wanted something dark, and then of course the pipe organ is kind of like something that we go to for lots, and so having that in there was important. And then the little bit of a breakdown then in the middle with the piano was just to give it a little bit more dimension, to make this character, say there's going to be a little bit more going on with this character than just the straight up go for the throat darkness. And but yeah, the idea was after you heard this song, the show was underway. You have been introduced to Mr. Midnight. It's really exciting because that was the first year that they had him, and now he's become the icon at this. Cedar Point has their Halloween event is called Hollow Weekends.
Nice.
And Mr. Midnight is the Hollow Weekends icon, and he's on all the marketing materials, and he has his own haunted house where they play some of our music and stuff. And so it's really cool to see this character, kind of, become the face of Cedar Point's Halloween stuff.
That's awesome, yeah, and music is such a huge part of not only horror, but literally music can be a part of a character. I mean, one of the best examples ever is Bruce the Shark and the Jaws theme. So, like, you know, when it's nice when you can tie music to a character. So the fact that Mr. Midnight has a whole theme song from you guys that you can tie to him is pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and it has a very
I'm curious about this next one. Was that?
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying that it has that very introductory grandiosity sort of vibe to it, you know, and especially with the swell in the middle where it kind of pulls back a little bit and then just almost like, I don't know, doubles down, so to speak, as things kind of round out. So, very nicely arranged, guys.
It's kind of like a summation of the character himself. He's kind of complex, so there's different elements to kind of reflect that.
Heck yeah. Okay, so the second track. Now this one, so we didn't see the name. So this one is called Crackjaw. So let me play this again so we can get a little bit of a reminder of what we thought of this one. Okay, so this one was the one where, was this the cave one? yeah, Davey.
Walking through a cave.
Flashlight. Yeah, flashlight. So I think this might have been the one that made me feel Lock and Key vibes, where like, you know, they were first going into the cave to sort of explore, and they find the crazy door, and the cave is right on the ocean, so like the ocean washes up and stuff like that.
You hear that little swell in the background just now, yeah.
So like it was really giving sort of mystery and like mystery exploration more than anything else. Am I wrong, guys? What do you think?
A little bit of doom at the end where it seems like somebody's scurrying around in the puddles. So.
You know what's funny is as you were saying that, my home D&D campaign is literally they're in a cave that is right offshore with waves smacking, and this is kind of like what I picture it sounding like.
Nice.
All right, well here's what Crackjaw was. Crackjaw is a movie. It's a script that was written, and the movie has not taken off yet, but they were shopping it around. And he had asked us to do some music for it, for the trailer, and to pull in like investors and stuff like that. So, Crackjaw. Okay, so it's close. Water is an important part of this whole thing.
Okay.
But Crackjaw are these creatures, these fish-like creatures that are just underneath the surface of this lake. And yeah, you don't want to go in the water. We'll leave it at that. But the cool thing about this movie thing was that there's a lot going on. It wasn't just about what's underneath the water. It's also about some of the people that live above the water and interact with these creatures and stuff like that. And I guess I'll leave it at that because boy, I would love for this movie to actually get made sometime. But yeah, so it was more of like a pond with the water. But I love hearing any reference to anything Dungeons and Dragons, sure. Because that's exactly that's what we pull so much inspiration from Dungeons and Dragons since the beginning of Midnight Syndicate. There's songs on every single album that are pulled straight from an adventure, at least for me.
Hell yeah. It's funny too because when we try to do our own horror D&D campaign. It's just our schedules were so scattered we weren't able to do more than 4 episodes, but we utilized your guys' music when we were playing. We just popped that on in the background, a little Midnight Syndicate. It was so specifically your D&D album too. So it was. I mentioned that earlier that you guys had done that. So you're clearly very good at what you do because man, you built that atmosphere so well, and I could totally see how that would. People, getting close and looking around the lake before, or getting on a little canoe and getting out there without realizing that that's below the surface. I dig on that.
All right, exactly. Yes. And that Dungeons and Dragons album's crazy. It's like, we're known for our horror stuff, but when you go to Spotify and stuff like that, you'll see those Dungeons and Dragons tracks right up there as the top songs for us because, that's just become a whole nother realm for us.
Oh yeah, with the surge of the property's popularity, I mean, credit Stranger Things a little bit, I guess, and putting it back into the zeitgeist. But yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the third track here. This one so looking at the actual title.
This is one we got spoiled for.
Yeah, we did get so at some point by the third track we realized that it did actually say the name up in the top left corner of the window, so I started sliding it off. But before we noticed that, I was definitely saying that this felt, circus vibe kind of thing. So just so the chat knows, this one is called Carnival of Carnage. So yeah, we were saying that this was definitely, vibey, or at least I said it was vibey of a scary circus. But ultimately, it's kind of such a journey, this song, that I felt like it was someone walking through the carnival itself and just seeing all these different things along the way, be it a scary clown or, the bearded lady in front of the freak show or whatever, just like all these different pieces within this one walk through the carnival.
Nice.
What about you guys? What do you guys think?
We pretty much were all on the same page, I think.
Yeah, I think we were all pretty similarly thought on that one. What were you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, that track actually goes back a few years. That's 2007, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
From Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. And yeah, it was for this event. I actually went back through my old emails to see if I could find any tidbits of the conversation that I had with them from that time. Because the interesting thing, and this also applies to what we just did with Universal Horror Unleashed, because it's being written remotely and everything, they would give me like the information of kind of what feel they were looking for and that kind of thing. And it was pretty much you have to kind of try and imagine what it would be like and kind of run with it. The one thing I do remember specifically about this track is it was their suggestion to do the switch up in the middle for the tempo change.
Really?
Which is very cool. But that's one of the rare times where like somebody that was having us do music specifically gave us like a musical related kind of thing. Like, we want this to happen. And I'm like, that's perfect. That's great.
You're like, normally clients don't have even that kind of input, so sure.
They're talking more vague terms, like we want this feel, or like that's too fast, or less instrumentation or whatever, but not to the point of like tempo switch right here. I'm like, okay, that's great. Perfect.
Well, let me ask, do you guys like that, or do you prefer the whole like, just here's the vibe and go? Or do you prefer someone to come in and be like, maybe a tempo change here, or maybe this, or maybe that? Like, I know it's never great when you make a whole song and then someone's like, can you change this or that? But, like, from the start, if they're, what do you prefer? Like, what do you enjoy working through more?
For me, personally, the more specific you could be, the better. Because, it's like we're writing to their vision. Even more so for the Universal Horror Unleashed. Because they had a very specific thing that they wanted for that. It's like, hey, the more you can tell us, the more you can get us on that same page, the better, and the better result it's going to be, I think, Yeah.
And just in case, maybe if you're not familiar, when Gavin's talking about Universal Horror Unleashed, Universal Studios opened their first year-round haunted house.
Yeah, they
read
about that.
Halloween Horror Nights out in Vegas, and they just opened it in August. It's real immersive haunted house and everything, and they hired us to do the music for it.
That's awesome. I knew that it opened. I didn't know you guys were involved. That's fucking great.
Yeah, it was cool, and just like Gavin said, we had to go sight unseen because it was being built as we were writing the music for it. So, and just to let you know how exactly spot on you were on this particular one, the music Gavin wrote was Carnival of Carnage, and that Carnival of Carnage was the theme to Halloween Horror Nights that year. And the Carnival of Carnage was literally, they had Jason and Freddy and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and each of them were a different part of this Carnival of Carnage. So they wanted us to write a song that was literally you walking to each one of these iconic characters. So you'll hear the ch-ch-ha-has of Friday the 13th. You'll hear a slashing of the metal on Texas that Gavin put together on that, and it's like, so I mean, talk about nailing it. That's exactly what they're going for. You're walking through the carnival and seeing all these horror icons.
Here's the nice thing about me nailing it. That just means you nailed it. Like, you know what I mean? So, congratulations on complimenting yourself. But cool. No, I love that track, and I love the length of it too.
I think it was the longest of all.
It definitely was, but that's why I love it. It's literally a journey. It's literally a walk through the park. So, all right, so we'll call that one there, and we'll move on to track number 4, which is called Sleep, and it's the Roxy Blue remix. So let me pull this back up so we can refresh our minds, having just listened to 8 tracks in a row.
I think I remember
Okay,
this
yes.
one. This was a consensus.
What was the consensus?
This was the
on this?
down one. This was the.
No.
Oh, is this the one I said?
This is your dead kid one.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this got me a little bit of shit, but this one I likened to a Pet Sematary situation where at the beginning, parents have lost their kid, and they're like dealing with the grief and like, should we again the Lewis Fuego reminded me the Lewis Creed, you know, should I do what I know I shouldn't do in order to get my son back kind of thing. That was the vibe that I got, and then I got made fun of for it by these guys. So what do you guys, what were your thoughts on it?
I get the same vibe, but I just the extreme nature that you went to drive it home right from the start.
I went all coffee table with it. Was what Morgan said.
It's very clear, cut and dry to me.
Let's be honest, Cecil. You just spat out like, this is like a kid's dead.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Kid's dead.
Parents mourning, kid dead. Yeah, I got those vibes.
I'm surprised you didn't kill the dog.
Yeah. As a father, I surely callously said it like that for sure.
I got a funeral vibes, like actually, like you know, putting the body in the ground, like kind of slow motion shots of a rainy funeral.
Yeah, little bit of a Zack Snyder, Bruce Wayne funeral kind of situation.
Bullet casings falling. In slow
Yeah,
motion.
pearls falling.
No, more of like your classic, like, you know, Wes Craven always has those funeral scenes. It's like every movie he does.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
So like that kind of thing, that like kind of solemn vibe.
Yeah, because it does have a bit of that mystique, you know, sort of just below the surface mystique.
Yeah,
to
it is a very restrained, somber sort of vibe in that regard.
It feels very ambient, almost like
very
this
ambient.
Is like the thing you can get when someone's explaining something about the villain, or someone's explaining something about the paranormal thing, and as it arcs into the, I guess I would say the dissonant sounds, that's when you realize you can't win.
Could be a backstory. Could be someone telling their backstory.
Like it was in 1932.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily go old timey like that, but yeah, no, it could be a lady talking about how when she was a she was a kid, you know, her mom was she was a little crazy, you know, and like stuff evolved. So telling a backstory, cool. So yeah, we're getting a healthy mixture on this one, gentlemen. What do you think?
No, you guys nailed it. So. Actually, a song is a section of the score to our movie, The Dead Man, and it is, I suppose I would say, a poignant moment in the movie where I don't want to give away too much, but yes, there has been a protector of this of our main character, and she is saying goodbye, letting him go.
Wow.
So it is all the different things that you guys have said. You nailed it exactly. That's good. Yes, it's actually one of probably the most emotional moments in the entire film, and that piece was just originally done without the violin, and then Roxy Blue, her name is Bonnie, she's a friend of ours, and she put together this wonderful violin solo over top of it, which just added a whole other dimension to it, and it's cool. So yes, you know. It is all those things that you said. Hopefully, it will inspire somebody else. You know, as you think of new ideas and stuff like that, or in writing or whatever, and to inspire somebody to do something with it. So, yep.
It has just a hint of Gollum's sadness.
A little hint of that.
Or a little bit of that, like that, like just in the background a little bit. But the same like feeling. Same feeling.
People to feel something. At that point in time, without going too over the top and sappy. I just wanted. A little bit of there, just to, without going too super over the top, just do something to, like, you know,
because it's a fine line between getting a little too overwrought in that sort of situation. I would imagine.
The darkness just below the surface is a way that I could describe the music in this, and I really dig it. And it's not overdoing it, but it's still. This song is kind of the very definition of hauntingly beautiful.
Especially with the violin that they said was added, you know, in this new version of it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's a really good work by the violinist there to come in and be able to.
Awesome. I'll let her know she will appreciate it.
Yeah, to be able to throw that on top and not like pull it. I think one of the tougher things sometimes as a musician is like trying to find where you fit without overshadowing what's already there.
Yeah, the balance in the
and
mix.
Instruments everyone kind of taking a turn in the right moment, and knowing when to shut up as well as when to get more bombastic with the performance.
Yeah, because it doesn't dominate the arrangement when it comes in. It just feels like it very naturally caresses itself.
Yeah, it's very fitting.
Yeah.
I would say it makes it feel very gypsy.
Give me your tears.
Let's mix that with the old timey.
This is the work of gypsies.
All right, give me your tears.
Give me your tears, see? All right, so we'll move on to track number 5, which we're now seeing for the first time. Okay, this makes sense. Morbid Fascination, Tombstone Territory remix. So we did say that this was the Western vibe that we got right off the gate.
Dark Tower.
Yeah, Fuego went Dark Tower with it, which awesome, totally makes sense. Is this the one where like the man fled and the gunslinger chased him? That was more towards the back end of the song, though, right? The front end of the song feels more, like setting up the whole not necessarily someone walking into a saloon, but someone walking into not a haunted town, but a town that is haunted by violence or what have you. Just like people that look soulless because so much tribulation happens in their lives.
Well, I mean,
and
Roland walks into this small town, I believe it's called Tull, if I remember correctly, and it is a town where there is like an overbearing religious presence to it, and so there's people kind of in fear if they're not aligned with this like very staunch sort of tyrannical presence, and but yes, very very westerny sort of vibes, and just kind of creepily walking into a almost borderline deserted sort of place.
Yeah. Any other vibes, guys?
Was this the one where we were getting Puppet Master kind of Charles Band music a little bit?
I think that was the second track. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of got because when I started hearing Western right away, but then with the timbre of the stuff on the sitar, guitar, whatever that is,
harpsichord kind of
thing. Yeah, harpsichord thing.
I immediately thought of Sweet walking down.
Okay.
Walking in and be like, I'm looking for someone to shoot or eat.
Yeah. So Sweet is we did. It was our first fan film. We did a short film called Sweet, which is about Skinner Sweet, which is about the American vampire comic book that was co-created by Stephen King. So it was a Western vampire story, so it definitely slots right in with the vibe that this is giving.
Not to be confused with the movie.
But I dig it. I don't know. It also feels a bit like this right here. It almost feels like it's similar to a climactic sort of build up in an action movie that I can't remember. But
this part feels like somebody who's been shot up, and you're just like staring at the dead body after the
or
after
could
the
be
showdown at the end.
Yeah. You walk up to it and you see.
It's good, guys.
Yes.
Right? It's funny to listen to hear as you say these things, and we know what was going on with them, and you just nail these different things. It's really fascinating.
Well, I mean, isn't that so?
Every time you do these.
Isn't that so cool though? That's part of what I love about these, because it truly is. This exemplifies the power of a score, exactly like Fuego said.
How it's evocative.
You don't even need the pictures to be affected and to feel and to have a story told to you. You know what I mean? There's no reason why Midnight Syndicate couldn't do a movie in audio form. They already basically do, right? They do thematic stuff, but specifically telling the story of a guy that you just never actually tell the story of outside of the music. I feel like that could actually be accomplished, and people like Gavin and Ed could pull that off. I know that's a bit of a grandiose idea, perhaps, but this the part of why I say that is because as someone that loves film and wants to make movies as much as I do, and tries to where he can, it's so amazing the power that music has in the medium, period.
I argue that it's more important than the visuals. In a visual medium, I think sound design and score and the needle drop songs that you pick, if that's what your piece has, those are more important. Because you can close your eyes and imagine those things through the music.
Yeah.
A blind person can enjoy a movie more than I think a deaf person could.
I agree. I would say the same. Yeah, I would agree with that too.
It changes the context of the situation depending on what you're on. The right music for the right scene, can make that scene amazing.
Make or
can
break
make
it.
laughable.
Yeah.
Well, people say this with perhaps a bit of a flippancy that is unintended. They say music in movies tells you how to feel,
Sure, yeah.
and you know, the fact that these guys can make music and make us imagine the exact things that they want us to imagine, like, that's powerful shit in an artistic way, you know. Like, I just love that. I'm a big fan of art and the power of art, and the fact that art is powerful in ways that people don't realize art is powerful in. So,
And then we turn every song into dead bodies everywhere.
yeah.
It's like you're looking at this dead kid or this guy shot to
yeah.
shit.
We give the masterpieces complete short shrift.
Underground monsters.
Find the drowned body in the cave.
Brown. I think the cool thing too is you guys all have really good imaginations, and I love watching you guys feed off of each other. Somebody starts throwing ideas, just like when you write, or just when you create these things. You know, you just see the energy there kicking around as each one of you fires off what you're thinking, and that inspires somebody else or gives them a different angle. So it's very interesting to see, you know, where the story takes you, and it's also very interesting for us to see the times when you are hearing some things in there that maybe we hadn't heard originally, but totally makes sense, and that's really exciting as well, because that's the whole idea. We want to not tell you everything. We love to see what other people, what we create, what kind of images it gives you, what kind of like imagination fodder, you know, we deliver to you to run off on your own. So, and as far as this song goes, yeah, I mean, the song's originally Morbid Fascination from our Gates Delirium album, but yeah, the director for the show had a Western scene, and he asked us if we can adapt the song with a Western tone to it.
That's
so
awesome.
I think Gavin pulled out the guitar, which is the main thing that I think anchors the whole thing and gives the feel. The whistling is like Marcon, like the whole
Hell yeah.
Spaghetti Western, yeah.
Classic, and the whistling and stuff like that, and you know, some of that wind and stuff like that, which I think, you know, was giving you guys the vibes of that, the desolate, which is exactly what the scene is, and it does build in the scene that it is. It builds to the end where the character in the middle of the stage has a shootout with another person.
There it is.
And at the end dies in front of the audience. So it's like, I mean, you guys again kind of nailed that. Through all the things that you said, you all nailed different parts of that whole story and got the vibe of what we're going for.
Oh, yeah.
The idea with this show was that, it was centered around Mr. Midnight. This was actually his introduction, and he would introduce you as the audience to different characters that he had like ties to, basically. This was the gunslinger character.
Nice. Cool. Well, right on. I love that. So we got three tracks left. I know I said I'd only try and take up about a half hour of you guys' time. Are you okay for the last 3 tracks here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. So next is something called Building the Carnival. So I don't. Let me. Again, we're gonna have to.
Is this the one I had like a medical vibe to?
Let's see here.
This is a shorter one. Honestly.
Oh, is this the 110?
You know, this was like an intro type.
Okay. So yeah, again, this one felt right out of the gate. It felt very driving. It felt like, you know, confrontation was coming. Perhaps preparation for the final confrontation. Like, you know, if it liken it to Van Helsing grabbing his weapons to go and face Dracula. You know, sort of the equivalent of Rambo suiting up. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I don't know. What do you guys think for this?
Well, that's how it, at least the first track, that beginning part, I'd mentioned, like, okay, I feel like I'm in the jungle, you know.
Yeah, the Predator, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that.
Don't.
Oh, no.
It's fine. Everything's good.
Thick bomb!
Everything's fine. It's all fine.
But, no, this still kind of gives you that, like, that creeping creature,
Yeah.
kind of stalking aspect vibes.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. Any others?
I'm thinking peeking into like a laboratory or something of that nature. You see like
Okay.
vials. You see,
Okay.
you know, maybe
That's
like
where
pieces of people. You know.
Ooh,
Frankenstein
okay.
grabbing
Hey, you know,
body
it's-
parts, doing the goo,
Yeah.
putting the creature together.
So like a
Was this
Frankenstein's
the
lab
one
kind of
they were
thing?
talking about?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the vibes we were getting for this one. Where are we at? How do we do?
So definitely right on with the preparation kind of, like, you know, track to the Carnival of Carnage.
Okay.
It's from the same event. This was before the carnival. They're actually constructing it and everything.
Okay.
It was designed to be like a short kind of like overview. The funny thing is, while I was looking for those emails from Universal, I also found the demo tracks for both Carnival of Carnage and this track.
Nice.
And Carnival of Carnage actually was this length originally. It was a really short track, and it just kind of grew and expanded. And
Wow.
stuff, so.
That's a hell of an expansion. That went 5 times the length almost.
Yeah, this one was just to give you an idea, like to kind of tease you in.
That's cool.
Literally the prep, like I remember they used this on the website before they announced the full like Carnival of Carnage, like which characters they were doing and everything. All they did was they had this really cool scene of a couple carnival tents, and they had this music playing on the website, and it was just like it's coming, that whole preparation type thing, you know. So like get ready. So I mean,
Cool.
yeah.
All right, cool. So we got that one vibed out. All right.
Yep.
So we're down to the last 2. Now this next one is called St. John Smith. Let us again. We gotta kind of play to remind ourselves real quick. So this might have been
The
medical one for you. Yeah. So this one, this was again with the background sound. I got vibes of. Was this one where it was more walking through a cemetery kind of vibe?
Kind of. It got to those low tones, and then it came back with that consistent melody after that.
Yeah. So this one is definitely vibey. Almost get a bit of a rain a soft rain in the background. That's kind of where I was getting slow walk through a graveyard, whether it be maybe a guy going to the guy going to bury the body at night, or someone going to dig up the body.
But
maybe
with these tones, it almost feels like somebody kind of goes into like they pass out or something.
Okay.
Like it just goes real low, and then as soon as you come out of it, it's almost like they wake up and they realize they're somewhere else they're not supposed to be. The panic starts to set in. The pace gets a lot more frantic.
Okay.
So it was an interesting start to with this, and then going kind of where we go from the rest of the song. So
I kind of got like a final confrontation vibe.
Okay.
Like the good guy is bested the bad guy, and this is like the music that leads us to like the final credits or the final action of the movie.
Okay.
Like I kind of got that vibe, especially with like the way it starts.
Okay, so here we got the other stuff coming in. Some of the.
this
What
was
is that?
where-
Is that's string plucking, right?
I think so. Maybe high piano.
Or maybe piano. Piano could be. Yeah.
But this is where
So
I
that's
got the
that. Okay, so this is where you got more.
Somebody waking up in a hospital.
Yeah, waking up in a hospital, creepy hospital vibe. You know, you don't know what's going on. Some weird looking nurse looking at your monitor that you don't know why you're hooked up. You know, that kind of thing.
She has a pig face, and you're just like.
I mean,
Put a bag over it.
that's a jump shirt. Oh, jeez, Robert, just put a bag over it. She'll be fine.
Oh boy.
God damn, Robert.
Wow.
That's.
This one is very interesting. So
Okay.
there was a movie that was in production and almost got completed called St. John Smith. And the idea of this movie was that the devil appears in this, in this certain part of Kansas every year. And maybe he takes some people with him down. And the whole idea is that these two cops come, the devil, or the St. John Smith character, has been brought into this jail in the middle of nowhere. Like outside of this police station, there's a graveyard, and it's raining, and these two law enforcement people who are not very good people come on in to pick up St. John Smith in this jail and take him out for transfer. And so it's kind of towards the earlier part of the film that this whole thing happens. But honestly, what it was is the director asked me to film to score one scene from this scene from the movie. Again, just so it can have something to show people and stuff. And this was the music from that scene. And I don't know if that movie's ever going to see the light of day because Roddy Piper, the great, my favorite wrestler of all time,
Rest peacefully.
was in this.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
wow.
passed away, and so I don't know if this movie's ever going to see the light of day. But so I was like, I did this music for this scene. I really wanted to share it. So that's kind of where it comes. So I don't know. In this scene, the cops are getting into this police station. You'll hear the radio sounds, and then the cop leads the police officer leads them through an old rusty jail door down into the deep bowels of this jail where St. John Smith is there, and they pick him up and they take him away, and they probably should have just left him there if they knew it was good for them.
Dude, I could totally see that, and so yeah, I could see how that would work for sure. That setup is very similar to one of my favorite books, horror books, that was basically about a unknown government bunker out in the desert in the Midwest, or in the Southwest rather, where they had captured the devil, and he wasn't able to go anywhere, and he was under strict government watch, and of course the book is about him actually getting out and stuff, but this totally fits like that kind of vibe where they're trying to transport someone that's way more evil than they realize. That's such, I dig that. That totally makes a lot of sense now.
I was going to say Storm of the Century being another one that
Storm
did
of the
something
Century.
similar.
Mhm.
Yeah, which I
well, there
really
was
dig.
one movie
Transferring Michael Myers.
Oh, Jesus.
Your favorite character.
The
of
Walking
all
Wall.
time.
No, there were the last shift, I think, just came out recently, that has that story where it's they're supposed to transfer a criminal that ends up being a lot more evil than they anticipated. So vibes. I definitely think this works for that for sure. Hell yeah.
The cool thing about this is that the cops that pick them up, they're the ones. They're pretty bad news. You know what I mean? And so that's the next layer on this whole policy. I mean, he's coming to collect their souls, perhaps. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So, but you don't realize that necessarily, of course. But like, it's cool.
That's great. No, I love that. All right.
Now it makes me wonder who Roddy was playing in this.
Roddy was one of the cops.
Okay.
Mystery Souls.
They were shooting down at the. I got to go down onto the set. They were shooting at the same house that they were filming House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie's movie.
Oh.
They had just gotten finished filming House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, wow.
So we were right there in front of that big house that they use in there, and I got to see that. And then that was my first time on a Hollywood set, so I got to I don't know, just see the whole thing, everything, the whole team working, and then I got to meet Roddy Piper again, which is like amazing because he was a great guy.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. All right, so we are we are up to the last track here.
Kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble.
Yes.
All right, so the last track is called Unrest Remix, the Midnight Hour remix.
Yeah, this is the one that had some urgency to it. Yeah.
So this one again, very driving, and let's see.
This has got that frantic, kind of like Tim Burton intro, flying camera that's going through like a spooky house.
Yeah.
Or Guillermo del Toro haunted house movie kind of vibe. And then also I'll just say this because this is the last track and I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm getting in a lot of the tracks little bits of like Castlevania music vibes, and I love that
so
stuff.
Many people
So
saying that.
yeah.
That's a Castlevania influence for you?
No, I mean I know it, but I know I can't.
I know that's the crazy.
Well, it's just that
I
it's so classical.
Influence, but I'm sure we're all the people that did the score to Castlevania. So we're all influenced by the same stuff.
Yep.
Because so many people say I'm getting Castlevania vibes on our YouTube videos, and they're commenting like all the time.
Well, it's
we're big Castlevania fans here.
Well, I mean, Castlevania is just it's always in a giant castle. It's very gothic horror vibe, so it's it's definitely right up your guys' alley for sure. But this is just another example of so this definitely feels like either final confrontation or final chase leading to the final confrontation,
Or like opening credits.
Or even opening credits. Yeah, like Davey said, I could very well see this being like the Beetlejuice opening shot over the whole town leading up to the house, except it's through a very gothic, sort of Sleepy Hollow atmosphere leading up to a castle, instead of the house. Like,
I was gonna say
could
Mercer,
be that kind of vibe.
You said what, a flying bat? Like
yeah,
a bat
yeah.
flying around
A bat,
and seeing that
vampire
aerial.
that's kind of transformed, so you kind of see him walking around, and then you get this flight through.
Quicker
and then
aerial.
maybe some kind of computation.
That's actually cool. Yeah, a vampire stepping into a new town, and then just turning into a bat and sort of scoping things out. You know? That's
swooping
dope.
around with the droney sort of. Yeah.
Gotta case the joint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, again, you guys nailed it. I mean, the original version of Unrest in the East Wing is again, off of Gates of Delirium. This is a remix that we had in one of our shows, but yes, the references to Tim Burton and all that make total sense, because I think my working title for this song back in the day was like Elfman Doctor March.
Nice.
So it was totally Elfman-esque type, inspired, like fast-moving Unrest in the East Wing. Like it was supposed to be at the end of Gates of Delirium when things were starting to, the inmates were getting nuts and things were happening, and it was kind of, it was towards the end of Gates of Delirium. And the version of the song that you heard just now was the closing track of the show.
Nice.
It was actually it was Bow's music.
Yep.
And, you know, I think the idea too was because our shows tended to be very tonally very dark, you know. So I think the idea here is that you clearly knew it was the end of the show when you hear this dance beat come on, and like, okay, that's not part of what we were just witnessing, so it's got to be the end.
Yeah, so
Nice.
we're blasting it out there. So yeah, absolutely, you absolutely got it.
It's the horror version of, look, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I can't start stepping.
Time to go.
All right. Well, that does it for Darkened Corners. Thank you very much to Ed and Gavin for all of that information.
I'm glad we could do this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pulling back the curtain a bit. Love it.
Dude, I love it. And thank you guys for taking the time to do this. Everyone in the chat and everyone watching this in the future, again, make sure you go and subscribe to the Midnight Syndicate YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Midnight Syndicate Spotify as well. It's all good music. Again, if you have homework, computer work, office work, writing work, you know, any kind of work, this shit is so good for it. So,
or if you want to put it on as you're trying to fall asleep, you have some crazy ass nightmares.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
you want to make sure you have a hell of a dream experience.
People saying that. Yeah, so many people use this. They go, "This is my sleepy time music."
Yeah.
God, that's awesome.
I can understand that. Hell yeah. So yeah, gentlemen, thank you very, very much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Hopefully we can do, you know, something else like this in the future. When's the next album?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we're working. We were working on a brand new album, a full-length album, brand new theme, we had to put it on pause in March because Universal approached us to do that Universal Horror Unleashed.
Hell yeah.
So,
That's a good reason.
pre-production and even a little bit of production on that album is already underway. The artwork for the album is done.
Nice.
So I mean, and so once we get through October, we'll be turning our attention to the next album, and we're gonna have it out in 2026, a full-length album of all new original music, and it won't be all scattershot like this collection here. It'll be the full theme, and you could tell us the story that you're hearing, because there'll definitely be a story within it. I can just tell by the things the ideas that we're bouncing off each other.
Hell yeah. And I'll make sure and look out for the track called "Welcome to the Horror Show," just as a bit of an homage to us. So, but yeah, that's awesome. We'll be here to react to it if you guys want us to, if you guys are cool with it. And I don't know if you guys would be interested, but you know, maybe if you guys wanted to come on for an episode of the Knight Rider and do some right pitching with us, anything along those lines, you guys are always welcome. Thank you again for being so cool all these years with this channel and letting us use your music.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're big fans. We love it and we appreciate it. So it's nice to be able to tell you that directly to your non-face faces.
Yes, I feel so bad. No, thank you. We really genuinely appreciate it, and we appreciate all the absolutely amazingly kind words that you guys have said about us and the music over the years. Although I've so many times wanted to reach out while I was watching the video and go, Thank you. Right now, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks for listening. Yeah.
Of course,
yeah,
we
guys, thank
we
you.
always
Happy to.
will.
Happy to.
And so, thank you guys very much. We'll go ahead and close this episode down. Thank you to everyone in the chat for supporting. Thank you to Slamerican Mac for the super chat. I want to make sure to shout that out. Will the real Morgan please stand up? And I think her answer was a resounding middle finger. So, but she's up as well. So. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel the way that you do. Thank you very, very much to Ed and Gavin from the Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah.
And until next time, guys, remember, stay scared. And I got to figure out how to turn this off. And there we go. And